General Hospital spoilers indicate that Josslyn Jax, Eden McCoy, is being trained for the WSB for a very specific job. It has not been mentioned what exact mission that Josslyn is being trained for, but it seems as though Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, had his eye on Josslyn for a very special reason. He believes that Josslyn is the best person to take this mission head-on. It appears that Brennan is in constant contact with Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, and has been having Josslyn's WSB training monitored. He recently told Vaughn that he wanted hourly updates. This would indicate that Brennan is very invested in making sure that Josslyn's training is going well. There have been hints that Josslyn has been training for something very specific. Vaughn has also been very hard on her and trying to motivate her to make sure that she is the right person for the job. More than likely, very soon, Josslyn will finish up her training. It seems that she is still close to Port Charles, and Brennan is nearby to ensure that training is completed timely. Vaughn has been very rigorous with her training, and she would likely finish up in the next few weeks. Vaughn would tell Brennan that Josslyn is ready, which will please him. Josslyn will indeed be proud of herself, and Brennan would congratulate her. Then, he would tell her why he wanted her in the first place, and what her first mission actually entails. There have been several hints that Jerry Jax, last played by Sebastian Rock, may be on his way back to Port Charles, as he may be the one who rigged Sonny's penthouse to explode. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright's recent polonium poisoning, was also a major clue, hinting that Jerry Jax is on his way back to the canvas. It is certainly possible that Josslyn is being trained to take down her uncle, and she would be shocked when Brennan tells her that this is her first mission with the WSB. Brennan would tell her that Jerry would never suspect that his own niece is involved in trying to take him down, and it couldn't be more perfect. Josslyn would be just as surprised, but most likely she would agree to do it because she knows her uncle's history. Timing is everything, and Josslyn would return to Port Charles from her supposed Easter Island trip around the same time that Jerry Jax has made his reappearance in Port Charles. Everyone knows that Jerry Jax is back with an agenda, and it would soon be known what he has already done. It is actually a brilliant plan that the WSB concocted, as Josslyn could get close to her uncle to try to figure out what his next move is. All the while, Jerry would be none the wiser that his niece is the one who is trying to take him down. What do you think? Do you think that Josslyn is being trained for a very specific mission? Do you think that Josslyn was recruited to the WSB to take down her uncle? Is Jerry Jax on his way back to Port Charles? Keep watching General Hospital weekdays on ABC to find out. Don't forget to check back right here for all your latest General Hospital information, news, and spoilers. Josslyn Jax has never been one to back down from a challenge. The young woman has spent years proving she's more than just Carly Corinthos' daughter. She's a fighter in her own right, but nothing could have prepared her for what's coming next. Her decision to join the WSB was not one she made lightly. After watching her loved ones suffer at the hands of criminals time and time again, Josslyn wanted to do something meaningful. She wanted to protect the people she loved, and she wanted to prove, to herself and everyone else, that she wasn't just some girl caught up in mob drama. But when she gets her first official assignment, Josslyn is left absolutely stunned. This is not what she signed up for. Josslyn's path to the WSB wasn't easy. The training was grueling. Physically, she had to push herself harder than ever before. Mentally, she had to learn how to think like an agent, to stay 2 steps ahead of the enemy. She mastered combat techniques, honed her marksmanship, and learned to speak multiple languages. Despite the hardships, she thrived. Her superiors recognized her determination, and they were impressed. Josslyn showed promise. She was smart, driven, and had a unique skill set. But she never expected to be thrown into the deep end so quickly. When Josslyn is called in for her first official WSB mission, she walks into the meeting with confidence. But when she's handed her file and reads the details, her heart nearly stops. She is being sent undercover. And not just anywhere. She's being embedded inside one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world. The WSB has been tracking an elusive arms dealer known only as the Spectre. He's been operating in Europe for years, supplying weapons to some of the most dangerous groups in the world. Every attempt to bring him down has failed. But the agency finally has a lead. A high-profile arms deal is about to go down, and Josslyn's job is to infiltrate the organization posing as a buyer's associate. She's supposed to get close, gain intel, and find out what the Spectre is really planning. Josslyn can't believe it. She was expecting an intelligence-gathering mission, maybe some surveillance work. But this is life or death. This is deception, manipulation, and playing a role she's not sure she's ready for. Her training prepared her for combat, but can it prepare her to lie to a room full of killers? Can she look a criminal in the eye and pretend to be someone she's not? Doubt creeps in. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe she isn't cut out for this after all. But then she thinks about everything she's lost. Oscar, Dev, Jason, even her stepfather, Sonny, who, despite all their differences, was still a major figure in her life. She remembers the pain, the heartbreak, and the helplessness she's felt every time someone she loves has been ripped away by violence. And suddenly, her hesitation vanishes. She has to do this. As Josslyn prepares to go undercover, she's given an unexpected partner, Agent Leo Ramsey. He's been with the WSB for years, a hardened agent with a reputation for bending the rules. He's good at his job, but he doesn't trust rookies, and he certainly doesn't trust Josslyn. Ramsey makes it clear from the beginning. If she messes up, he won't hesitate to cut her loose. He's seen too many inexperienced agents get killed because they weren't ready. And as far as he's concerned, Josslyn is a liability. But Josslyn refuses to be intimidated. If Ramsey thinks she's going to back down, he's in for a surprise. The mission begins, and Josslyn finds herself deep in the heart of the operation. The Spectre's network is vast, his associates deadly. The people she's dealing with aren't just criminals. They're international warlords, arms dealers, and mercenaries who wouldn't hesitate to kill her if they suspected she wasn't who she claimed to be. Josslyn knows she has to be careful. One wrong move could cost her everything. She quickly realizes that the Spectre's organization is bigger than the WSB ever imagined. Weapons aren't the only thing being traded. There's something else happening, something dangerous. Josslyn's instincts tell her that she's stumbled onto something much bigger than just an arms deal. And if she's right, then the entire world could be in danger. Just as Josslyn is starting to settle into her role, something happens that shakes her to the core. She comes face to face with someone she never expected to see again. Someone she thought was dead. The moment she sees him, her blood runs cold. He's standing across the room, talking to one of the Spectre's top lieutenants. And when their eyes meet, she knows. He recognizes her, and suddenly, everything changes. Josslyn's first mission with the WSB was never going to be easy. But now it's personal. Now she's not just fighting to take down an arms dealer. She's fighting to uncover the truth. Who is this person from her past? Why is he involved with the Spectre? And most importantly, can she survive long enough to get the answers? One thing is for sure, Josslyn Jax is in way over her head. And if she's not careful, she might not make it out alive.